How's it going? I'm in Fort Myers Beach today to make probably a very, very hard video. And really it's just for me to watch in the future. So this is YouTube, and that's where you post videos to watch. Welcome to day number 19. I'm on my way back from Fort Myers Beach to hook up the trailer, mow a few yards. I had to go to Fort Myers Beach because something called me to do it today. I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and I was thinking about the future, and I got that all done. Yeah, I probably posted a video about that that experience, and it's really not for you to watch. It's for me. In the future, it's weird, complicated. But anyways, let's hook up the trailer, let's mow some lawns, and let's get an update, because this is the 19th day of uploading daily about trying to save my lawn service business and all the things that are associated with it, as slow as possible, it appears. But still, it's the dry season, but it's about 80 degrees out, so let's love it. It's day 19, and I really don't have anything to share. I got a check today. I mowed a few yards. Everyone's ready for Christmas and all mowed and looking decent. Didn't really build up anything else for the company today because nothing really came in. I think a lot of people are waiting to the end of the holidays and then taking care of themselves. And if they want lawn care after that, I'll be knocking on their door. And the property management ones, they can come and go. You know, so let's see if, like the two that I called upon, if they'll give me some more business. Anyways, I used to play like somewhat of a Grim Reaper in a punk rock group up in Cleveland. I don't know, maybe 11 years ago or 12 years ago. And I kind of missed it because we did a lot of theatrics. So what I'm about to play, it's nothing really. It's just theatrics and just kind of, I came up with, like, how do you put it? Like when you're acting, you have to have like monologues and stuff, or you know, you read your screenplay. So please don't take this seriously. In fact, don't even watch it. I just thought it was really good footage and I didn't want to throw it away. And so it's going to be the filler, because really I'm not going to post like every day, I don't think, unless if something new comes up after this. But I mean, I will post every day, but I'm not going to post every day about how the lawn service is going until there's some actual results. And then I'll try to make a brand new video once there are some results on like some of the steps. You know, for instance, there's green grass over there, but not many properties have green grass. It all relies on sprinklers down here in the wintertime. We don't do reseeding, we do sod. I'll show the different kinds of sods in the different kind of yards, application of weed spray in certain places, if you're going to be using Roundup or maybe not, maybe some other alternative like vinegar and, you know, dish soap and stuff. So, and I'm gonna make videos about that instead of saying like day 19, day 20. I'll just be doing that, and then maybe cooking and Sunday fun day and stuff. I just think it's I don't know what the word is, redundant or something, to just keep posting every day saying, hey, nothing happened, I mowed a couple yards. So anyways, here I am for about 2 minutes and 20 seconds filling you in. And the rest of this, don't take seriously. It's just acting. In fact, like I said, don't even watch it if you don't want to. It's sort of, it goes against some of the religious stuff. But again, I was in a punk rock group I was the Grim Reaper. It was a horror style band. A lot of comic genre, like, you know, if you're, you know, into that kind of stuff, sci-fi. And so with that, without any further ado, don't harshly criticize me if you do watch. It's just, I didn't want to throw the film out. It just looked good. I recorded it, and whatever. See ya. Alright, this is a warning. I give you guys a couple seconds to click off and go to some other video, because once you hear this, every day you'll notice at 3:16, you'll look at the clock. God isn't nice, but God is fair. Now, I don't go to church, but I don't need to. I make these videos for me. So if you're watching them, good for you. You're living your life, and I'm hoping you're living it fair. Without any further ado, we may speak, but I'll tell you this. I speak to everyone, even when I speak to myself, at least once. Right now, it appears that it's still almost 2020, and in hindsight, it was always 2020. And right now, you're probably still a human, just like I'm a human. Unlike dogs, humans know that we're here. We understand that. At the same time, dogs can learn new tricks. humans, it appears that they can't. And with that, I'm here to document. And that's why there's this video. It's not reality. I'm a human here. You watching right now is probably still a human, but there will be a time when this is life. This is somewhere where you're stuck forever. And with that, I would like to explain John 3:16. Though this place is a destination for a lot of people to look forward to, I come here once every maybe 3 years, and what's funny is I live 20 minutes away. But destination, John 3:16, a lot of things all go together, and that's the human experience. So just starting out, God so loved the world. That can include humans, but really world, all things. You know? That he sent his only son, that if you believe in him, you'll never perish. Why did he send his only son? What was really going on? Well, as I believe, just like with Egypt and other times before that, he only shows up when he really has to. There must be something going wrong where there's not a balance, and therefore he takes directive measures. He decided not to like humans after a while. When I say he, I mean God. See, he likes this world, and probably there's a bunch more of these kind of worlds. We're humans, we're not supposed to be that smart. We don't get to know. In fact, we really don't pay attention to too much. And the thing is, a lot of people, when they hear John 3:16, they're thinking God still loves us. That's pretty selfish. And that's probably another reason why he made his way here again. And in hindsight, it was always 2020, meaning that he's going to be back again. Or is he here right now? And who else is here with him? If he's even a he. Or is it? The theory of everything. See, when I show up here once every about 3 years or so, I'm not even looking at anything. So it was a good way to bring the camera, because I don't look down, I don't look up, left or right. I just kind of walk. Not even paying attention to what other people came here for. Their destination, their vacation. Just breaking down the word it. Lowercase I, tree with no ledge. And a T, the cross. It. It is everything. So, what about never perishing? Well, you ain't gonna do something unless if you try it yourself. And then once you did do something, then you can put it on others. One golden rule is not to execute, unless if you've been executed, so therefore you know what it's like. And that's something that we have to understand as humans. Don't fire somebody unless if you know what it's like to be fired, unless if they have a reason to. Well, that reason better be good. And so, for eternal life, you need to understand, as I'm here and a few others, we're here because we had no other choice, because we had to relearn something. So as a human, you may think, well, he's a human, and he's crazy. Well, I'll tell you this, by the end of this video, you'll know who's crazy. So, he sent himself as his son. He was trying to be so simple about things too, because see, we're self-aware, unlike many other creatures that are alive. And with that, simple things, like if you're thirsty, drink some water. Now you can walk when you're tired and you sit. Now you can walk on water. But, magician, no, just drink water. It's hard to explain yourself when people only listen with both ears closed. Just like the lowercase I, tree with no ledge. Take a leap of faith off of knowledge. See, hearing it a different way is probably why I'm making this video today, because I think I need to watch this in the future. Because basically, when it was all put together, he was killed. God was killed in this world that he loves so much. Not being bitter, gave an opportunity for people to make up for it if they are good. But what about hell? Giving up on humans and having an angel that loves humans and thought they had opportunity God sent somebody to manage, to devise the idea that there will be an end, but to never perish. Well, over time, the machine, that is what is being managed by his favorite. His favorite angel, over time, allowed us to create and build. And over time, now, what's becoming more clear, it's easier to understand now, machine, the internet, the interwebs, the webs, that you get caught in them. All people, all things get caught in them. Eventually, that machine becomes self-aware. Look at kids nowadays. Eventually, they're going to adapt over generations with their heads down, looking at screens. Eventually, they're going to want to go into the screen. You know, medications. There's an old story that people often use about a woman who smokes crack cocaine and gets pregnant, that the baby being born may be addicted to that same chemical. Well, you can't really just go down the street and plant yourself a couple seeds and crack cocaine comes out. Now, that baby will have a choice, and so will the mother, to make up for it. But if you do that your entire life, and your kid does that their entire life, and the next one's entire life, like medications, when people are still breeding and they're putting in foreign stuff in their body, well, eventually that's going to alter and change human. But to where? Where are they going to be changed? When an apple no longer gives you any beneficial stuff. You need stuff that only can be created by humans trying to do God's work. You see, doing God's work is not really so much about being Him. It's about serving Him. And it sounds crazy, but let me get to that point. The point is, He so loved the world. So as long as you love the world, then you're golden. But merely loving the world isn't enough. Doing something about the balance of it. Or you just live your life and die. Eventually, if you are reborn, and then reborn again, maybe in about 500 years from now or something like that, or 1,000, humans are going to look different, act different, be different than what you're used to. The destination is to get it right while you're here, because then it's not so bad. But then, what about his most favorite angel and the machine? Well, eventually, those that are born, their parents probably said it'd be best for them if they went into, like the Matrix movie, just give up to the machine, let them live their life there to protect the world. And in this sense, they'll never perish for eternity. So sort of like this video, that'll never perish. It's going to be somewhere, even on the Wayback Machine, on the internet. If I ever delete this, it's there. And it's me making a video that's difficult for me to make. So God did love this world and still does. Has an issue with humans. Angel says, let's divvy them up and figure it out. And eventually, we'll deal with the ones that don't work out to love the world. And with that, you have Armageddon. In hindsight, it was always 2020. But the thing is, no one's hit yet. Not that hard. They're gonna. So in this human experience that we're living right now, my thought is that we get to come back again and try a little bit better. Then eventually, we get a chance to sit with God and observe. And that's when you are an angel. But the thing is, that's only my opinion. All this is. But when people are selfish and they take on too much in life that they don't really need, and they forget that they're human only, we're still primates, we're still animals. When they forget that, then they're already on the wrong track. And hopefully they get saved. Now for being saved, I don't really care much for church and all that, but I do know God doesn't need a church either. In fact, there's a lot of corruption in churches and governments and a lot of things. There's the macro, the meso, and the micro. Let's call the macro God. You're the meso, and the micro is even stuff smaller than you. Or the meso can be, let's say, your world or your government, and then you're the micro. And all things, all experience the same, being herded towards one general direction. But if there's a rope that you're supposed to hold on to, and you let go, you better get back to that rope. because it'll move without you. And then you might be stuck back here again. But that time you're reborn, it'll be in hell, which is where you'll never perish. The internet. And it's already happening, and we're almost applauding for it to happen. That's how crazy we are unattached to the world. But it also says if you believe in Him, that you'll never perish. Well, you got the good, that would be heaven or heaven. The bad, you come back and try again. Or the ugly, stuck forever. And so we're already going that route. If you're still breathing, be careful what you take for medications, watch what you eat, but also tend to the earth a little bit, do the best you can. And then, eventually you'll die. Then, try to come back and learn some more. And be careful what you do on the internet. And that's why it was hard for me to make this video, because just in case, I might be stuck on the YouTubes, literally. And I need to say as a disclaimer, I'm on Earth now, the world. I'm holding a camera, a device that shows me on the world. And with that camera, I was able to post to the YouTubes. So if you're ever watching this, make sure you're on the world, because you might actually be on the YouTubes in digital form. Sound crazy? You'll see in hindsight, it was always 2020. Welcome to day number 19. I'm on my way back from Fort Myers Beach to hook up the trailer, mow a few yards. I had to go to Fort Myers Beach because something called me to do it today. I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and I was thinking about the future, and I got that all done. Yeah, I probably posted a video about that, that experience, and it's really not for you to watch, it's for me. In the future, it's weird, complicated. But anyways, let's hook up the trailer, let's mow some lawns, and let's get an update, because this is the 19th day of uploading daily about trying to save my lawn service business and all the things that are associated with it, as slow as possible, it appears. But still, it's the dry season, but it's about 80 degrees out, so let's love it. One done. Another one done. Another one done. This one. Alright, pretty uneventful day 19, except for a card. Yeah, thank you for all that you do. Merry Christmas. So that's pretty cool. And all the best for the coming year too. So I like that. That's awesome. So that's pretty good. It's a good positive thing. I don't know, man. I think I'm not really succeeding yet, but just to get a card, you know, before Christmas makes a lot of good feelings and cheer for me. And so that's it. See you tomorrow.